Good afternoon to every one of you, and welcome to the post-lunch session, which mainly revolves around understanding, analyzing, abstracting, and assimilating social innovations in contemporary pedagogies. With the first professor, first person, Professor Ravi Puvayam, who comes from the IIT Mumbai.
Hello. Okay. I'm a faculty at the Industrial Design Center, IIT Bombay. For the last 40 years, we've been trying to get the students to design, looking at the needs of the context and the needs around them. So the students typically go through, understanding a problem to solve, finding a need for it, going to the place where the problem happens, trying to understand who in terms of the context, who these users are, okay, getting some design insights after that, and then looking for opportunities, and then coming out with creative alternate solutions, okay. Okay, so some of these projects are here. This is a project we are trying to do with two universities, the NTU and the NUS at Singapore. So some of the areas that we've taken are health, agriculture, or even user groups like the elderly and the children. So I'm just going to show you one project that is an ongoing project which has been implemented in Sri Lanka and in Colombo, that's looking at the problem of malaria or dengue. So the issue was, can we do models by which we can actually predict where this is going to happen, so in turn you can actually take preventive actions. So some of the things that we did was we looked at the existing ways in which malaria is tackled. So one of the things we decided was, can we make these connections interconnected together in form of a network? So the framework is something like this. You have many of the stakeholders. So some of the intentions was that, can we make actually visualizations by which we can actually predict where malaria or dengue is going to happen? A visualization of mapping where actually you can look at across time periods where malaria or dengue is happening, and from that you can actually predict where it's likely to happen more and more. So once you have this information, okay, it can go back to the users in some form or the other, maybe through the TV or through other medias, okay, so preventive action can be taken. So thanks a lot.
मेरा नाम अल्पना विजय कुमार है और आई एम रिप्रेजेंटिंग विज्ञान आश्रम पाबल. This is the only a short introduction of the things what we are doing. Actually, Dr. Kalbag was a retired scientist who wanted to work for rural people in and around all over India, and in that principle he started a small project near Pune. So the basic principle was doing while learning or learning while doing. The whole concept was based on this project. तो इसके लिए उन्होंने एक मॉडल बनाया था कि जो भी गांव की ज़रूरतें हैं, जो भी खेती है, जो भी उनके पंप्स हैं उनकी दुरुस्ती है, उनके व्हीकल्स की दुरुस्ती है, या उनको हेल्थ का एजुकेशन देना है, या ये जो सब है वो उधर ही डेवलप करे. इसके लिए पाबल में ये मॉडल डेवलप हुआ, उसका नाम है विज्ञान आश्रम. तो हम लोग उधर ये जो स्कूल ड्रॉप आउट्स है, जो भी 8th पास है, 9th पास है, 7th पास है, ये सब लड़के उधर लड़के लड़कियां उधर आती हैं, और उनके लिए ओल्ड प्रोग्राम था रूरल टेक्नोलॉजी, और अभी नया जो प्रोग्राम है वो IBT नाम का प्रोग्राम है. सो आफ्टर 1 year प्रोग्राम they can have their own entrepreneurship, or they can start their own businesses, or they can work in a small industry where they can earn themselves. To conclude, I just have something that now this Vigyan Ashram program, which was a successful program, and now this program is running over 150 schools in Maharashtra, outside Maharashtra also. So this is a short story of Vigyan Ashram. You can see this film on www.vigyanashram.com.
Good afternoon. I am brigadier retired but not tired yet. Now we have a small organization, Pale Sujana. We keep going around in Andhra Pradesh. There's a geographical periphery we kept in. And we keep talking to the people, listening to the people, and we managed to travel quite a lot of villages, almost 1,000 villages in the last 8 years. Now, what I found very profoundly, what I found is that with the new technology, new style of life, new consumerism, new industrial onslaught coming onto the villages, the original problems have faded away. They have not been addressed. The original problems of village, which are connected with the livelihood, connected with the existence of the people, connected with the harmony with the nature, are slowly fading away, and we are addressing only the problems which are created by our interventions. And I think that may be the basic reason for a unstable sustenance of villages. Now that's one area we feel that we may also look at to the old, like value system. In most of the villages, elders are not respected. I saw in a village recently in Chinnashoda Yatra, the elders were made to sleep in the same place where cattle is there. When we ask the children, they say they deserve that. It may be an isolated case, but why is it happening? Now, the value system is, I think, is totally overtaken by the competition or the kind of a materialism which is coming. It all comes through our media. So what are we doing? Is the money the panacea for all the problems of village, the livelihood problems? We started microfinance. We started some other banks coming. Is it the only way? Someone said education, money is not the only life. Quality of life is life. I think somewhere down the line, the diagnosis of the village issues have not been understood. We are forgetting to teach or practice coexistence and interdependence, which is I understand, is a basic principle of creation. The design criteria of the creation, the Almighty, whoever He is, that coexistence, interdependence are the basic factors. We talk, but we're not, neither in the policies, nor the implementation, nor in the pedagogy, or in our daily practice, we're not looking at it. I would suggest one CSR issue has come up. CSR now also should promote village entrepreneurs in the villages. Today, people don't take entrepreneurship as a job, as a choice, because it's risky, financially risky. They cannot afford financial risk. If a CSR model provides them innovations like grassroots innovations useful to the people, identifies them, gives them the product, gives them the money, gives them the profit, and gives them the market way to deliver, the CSR model has a win-win situation of creating entrepreneurs with no risk. So the win-win model can be developed in the pedagogy somewhere down the line. We have to include that. Thank you very much for this opportunity.
Friends, it's indeed a great pleasure as well as an honor to be here. Well, friends, you will agree with me that this has not been just yet another seminar or yet another conference. This is indeed a historic occasion where Professor Anil Gupta and his team has brought together all these brilliant social innovators together for the first time in our country today. And therefore, this is a historic occasion, and I think you will also agree with me that most of us have never learned so much in one single day. That has happened today, and that is a tribute to the organizers in bringing us all together. Just look at the wide range of subjects that we covered in the 3 sessions. When everybody of you was talking about your own experience in terms of the social innovation, I thought that this is one opportunity for me to very briefly mention my own tryst with the social innovations which I tried, both as the Planning Commission member now, and more importantly earlier as the Vice Chancellor of Pune University. In particular, I would like to talk about the Samartha Bharat Abhiyan. There was a massive project that was launched by the University of Pune. But the point here is that this Samartha Bharat Abhiyan that I launched when I was the Vice Chancellor of Pune University during the year 2006 to 2009. One of the programs that I ran, which was a very comprehensive program, Samartha Bharat Abhiyan, at the heart of the Samartha Bharat program was a very simple proposition. I called 500, there are 700 colleges, 700 plus colleges which are affiliated to Pune University. All their principals were called, and 500 of them were told that you adopt one village in your vicinity and bring about a complete transformation of that village in a matter of 3 years. And there was a 15-point program that was given, which included many things. Notably, it had, for example, planting trees and planting saplings. And the target for the first year, that year, in 2007, the total number of students were 565,000. So we had a target that our students of Pune University will plant 565,000 plants. That was the target. As a matter of fact, 700,000 plants trees were planted, and 80% of them survived. The second one was sanitation program. You know, we have this Nirmal Gram program where if a village is made completely defecation free, then the President of India gives an award to that village and calls it Nirmal Gram. My students, and I'm very happy and proud to say this, that the students of Pune University, in a matter of 2 years, converted 200 villages into Nirmal Gram without taking a single rupee from either the university or from the state government. This is something which is unheard of. And there were many other programs, including soft skill development, that had 3 components. One was conversational English. Second was techniques of group discussion and interviews. Third one was goal setting in life. And I'm very happy to say that it really made a lot of difference in the lives of hundreds of thousands of students. Then there was this program which Mashelkar sir had called it that time an awe factor, or aha factor as it was mentioned here. That was the PhD for senior citizens. Fact of the matter is that in the most cases, the old people feel that they are neglected, they are ignored, and they do not get their due in the family. This is a common thing. All that they want is something purposeful to do in their life. And that is why I announced a program called Special PhD Program for Senior Citizens Only. After I made the announcement, in 15 days, I got 10,000 applications. These people are really the social and intellectual capital of our country, and we are not making use of them. And that is the whole idea. So it could have solved many problems at one go. So when we started that program, I'm very happy to tell you, my first student in that program was only 91 years old. The idea was to demonstrate that age is no bar when it comes to learning. So in the 12th 5-year plan, I'm very happy to tell you that in the 12th 5-year plan document, if you see, there is now a recommendation made that not only Pune University, every university in the country should endeavor to have a senior citizens PhD program. I also want to mention one of the very interesting program, and I was reminded of that by some students who are here who participated in that program. This was a program for disaster management. We need to educate people about disaster management. So with the help of disaster management, the mission on disaster management, Mr. Singh, Kelkar sir's friend, helped us, who is a member of the Disaster Management Council. And we conducted a 3-day program of disaster management here, where all the students and faculty members were involved, and miraculous things were done. And the army was good enough to send all their weapons, and they came here and they demonstrated what are the do's and don'ts to be done during the disaster management. You know, there can be very simple solutions to a very, very tricky problems, and those were explained. And that in those 2 days program, more than 200,000 Puneites visited that, and I think they went out with a different perspective. The moral of the story is that there is so much that can be done, and that is being done, just like you social innovators have been doing it in your own chosen field. There are many other people in the government also doing all that. Now, that said, you know, this morning when in the opening remarks, my friend Professor Anil Gupta, he talked about the basic problem that is involved here, that there are many changes which are taking place in the country, but they are not converging together, or our efforts are not being converging together to meet the unmet social needs of our country. That is the crux of the whole problem. And he talked about what do we expect from this conference or this seminar. He talked about 3 aspirations. First aspiration that Professor Gupta talked about very rightly, that no idea should remain unexplored or unharnessed. That was the first aspiration. The second aspiration that Professor Gupta very rightly talked about is that sink of people must become resource, and this is a very, very important proposition. Then there was a third aspiration that we have to create a national umbrella or a national initiative or national models or national sanctuary where good ideas can be harnessed and they become resources. That is the crux of the problem. And as Gupta ji said right away in the beginning, there is so much collective wisdom that we see in this very hall, this very room. And what we need now is that, having learned about so much good work, so many very diverse innovations, social innovations which are taking place in different parts of the country, I think this is making us sit up. It should not be only, flash of light, a spark of light here and there. We need to convert this and institutionalize it. And therefore, in this wrap-up session, what we need is specific ideas about the shape and form of this platform should be taking as we move forward. Thank you. Thank you very much.